Philippines bans child marriage.
Here's a summary of the article.
Manila. Child marriage is now a public crime under a new law signed by President Rodrigo Duterte. Republic Act No. 11596, also known as an act prohibiting the practice of child marriage and imposing penalties, was signed by Duterte on December 10, 2021, and a copy of the document was released to reporters on Thursday. In signing the law, Duterte recognizes the need to abolish all traditional and cultural practices and structures that perpetuate discrimination, abuse, and exploitation of children, such as the practice of child marriage. The state recognizes the role of women in nation building and shall therefore protect and promote their empowerment. This entails the abolition of the unequal structures and practices that perpetuate discrimination and inequality. RA 11596 read. Child marriage refers to any marriage entered into where one or both parties are children and solemnized in civil or church proceedings, or in any recognized traditional, cultural, or customary manner. Under the law, the facilitation and solemnization of child marriage and cohabitation of an adult with a child outside wedlock shall be declared unlawful and prohibited acts. The foregoing unlawful and prohibited acts are deemed public crimes and can be initiated by any concerned individual. Section 5 of RA 11596 read. Any person who causes, fixes, facilitates or arranges a child marriage shall suffer the penalty of prison mayor in its medium period and a fine of not less than 40,000 Philippine pesos. RA 11596 directs the Department of Social Welfare and Development to take the lead in the implementation of this act and create programs that will address the prevalence of child marriage and provide appropriate services, including but not limited to legal services, health services, psychosocial services, counseling, educational, livelihood and skills development, temporary shelter, and all other assistance necessary to protect victims of child marriage and their offspring.
This post received a score of 51,000, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
What age is child? I skimmed the article and amazed I did not see it.
Pretty sure in the Philippines it means under 18.
I'd be surprised if it were 18, considering they just raised the age of sexual consent from 12 to 16.
Looks like I am right, it's 18. Note, except for the Muslim minority, child marriages were already illegal. But it was illegal as in purported child marriages were not recognized as actual marriages. This law makes it criminal.
Greater than except for the Muslim minority, child marriages were already illegal. Little too tolerant with the Muslims, Philippines.
They fear the wrath of the MILF. The Moro Islamic Liberation Front OFC. What did you have in mind?
Oh my god, you're not fucking with us.
Well, I am a little bit. But it's funnier because it's true, smiley face. It's also sad once you think about the consequence of the fact that it's true. But I can't prevent it, so better laugh about it.
I am starting to like Rodrigo Duterte. Should I be concerned for my sanity?
Hitler was an environmentalist, a vegetarian, and a dog lover, but that doesn't mean I like Hitler.
That's a good way to put it.
Shame it's taken this long.
Maybe the US will follow suit. Probably not, though.
67% of the children were aged 17. 29% of the children were aged 16. 4% of the children were aged 15, less than 1% of the children were aged 14 and under. There were 51 cases of 13-year-olds getting married, and 6 cases of 12-year-olds getting married. Had no idea.
I can see 17-year-old getting married as either acceptable or not, but I am still dead set against the whole can't legally join the military or have body, fiscal autonomy, but can get married. All child marriages are problematic. I don't see why it's unacceptable to say, wait till you're 18, if it's for real it will last.
The second biggest issue with it is that the kids are able to marry, but they're not able to divorce. When you marry as a minor, guardianship transfers from your parents to your spouse. If you want to engage a lawyer or file for divorce, your spouse would need to sign off on that because you're too young to enter into a contract. It's fucked up.
Greater than when you marry as a minor, guardianship transfers from your parents to your spouse. Or as it's more commonly known, the Steven Tyler effect.
Or Elvis meet Priscilla when he was 24, she 14 became legal guardian and then married her 2 years later.
I am not really a Jim Jeffries fan, but his take on this is pretty hilarious. Starts at 2 minutes if link doesn't work.
Jeffries' earlier specials are hilarious.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.